April 9th, 2026. 10 stories, 0 chill, let's get into it. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, Compete Token, the gaming crypto that actually has real games. Link in the description. Bitcoin just blasted above $72,000 today, and you can thank a Middle East ceasefire for the pump, because apparently peace is extremely bullish. BTC hit $72,103 as open interest surged $2.1 billion in just 24 hours. Ethereum didn't sit this one out either. ETH climbed to $2,216 with its own $2.2 billion open interest surge, both coins up over 7% on the week. CryptoQuant says this is renewed risk appetite, and honestly the charts agree. Trump's World Liberty Financial borrowed $75 million today on a DeFi protocol co-founded by one of WLFI's own advisors. Totally normal governance, nothing to investigate here, carry on. They used WLFI tokens as collateral to borrow on Dolomite, where their own guy sits on the advisory board. This is either incredibly savvy or a conflict of interest the size of a stadium, and we'll let you decide which. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent dropped the word Nihilists today to describe crypto industry leaders who are blocking the Clarity Act. And honestly, it's the most interesting thing a Treasury official has said in years. The bill is stalled over stablecoin yield fights and, plot twist, Trump's own crypto ventures keep making things complicated on the Hill. A vote is expected in late April, so buckle up, the drama isn't over. Tom Lee's BitMine just graduated from NYSE American to the big leagues, full NYSE listing today, and to celebrate, they expanded their buyback program from $1 billion to $4 billion. That's a flex. They're sitting on 4.8 million ETH, $14 million in Bitcoin, and $864 million in cash. At today's prices, BMNR is basically an Ethereum ETF that also aggressively buys back its own stock. Tom Lee is not messing around. Kalshi now controls 89% of the entire US prediction market. That is monopoly territory. And they built it while regulators were apparently looking the other direction. Polymarket is fighting for scraps, and now Binance just entered the arena today via Predict.fun. So Kalshi's stranglehold might not last. When Binance decides to compete, things tend to change fast. Binance just integrated Predict.fun and officially entered the prediction market's war. And when the world's biggest crypto exchange shows up to a market, the existing players should start sweating. Kalshi built an 89% market share. But Binance has hundreds of millions of users and a history of eating competitors' lunch. The prediction market space just got a whole lot more interesting in the span of one day. A new report came out today projecting stablecoin volumes will hit $719 trillion by 2035. And no, that is not a typo. $719 trillion flowing through stablecoins within a decade. The drivers are generational wealth transfer and accelerating global crypto adoption. If those projections are even half right, stablecoins will be bigger than most national financial systems combined, which explains why banks are quietly panicking. And speaking of banks, they are standing on the sidelines watching the stablecoin boom happen with their hands in their pockets, too scared to move until regulation clears up. With the Clarity Act stalled, Bessent calling people nihilists, and Congress not voting until late April, that regulatory clarity isn't coming soon. Banks might be watching from the sidelines for a while longer, and the crypto-native players are fine with that. One person, one mining rig, basically garage-level setup, won 3.12 BTC today worth $225,000 through CK Pool. That's against 0.001% odds. That's the crypto lottery and they hit it. Even wilder. This is the second solo jackpot in a single week. Somewhere out there, a solo miner is having the greatest week of their life. Meanwhile, mining pools are just sitting there, absolutely baffled. And finally, BitMEX co-founder Arthur Hayes just donated $5 million to Nigel Farage's Reform UK party, officially making crypto money a force in British politics. The world is genuinely something else right now. Reform UK is surging in the polls, and now it's partially crypto-funded by one of the most famous names in the industry. Hayes clearly thinks European politics is the next trade, and his track record on bold calls is pretty hard to ignore. That's a wrap. One more time, go check out Compete Token in the description, the gaming crypto with actual games behind it. That's your Crypto Pulse for April 9th, 2026. Subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you tomorrow.